So another important problem for NEET and JEE Main and Advanced, a prism of angle 60 degree ABC is a glass prism. Angle of A is a 60 degree, also called the refracting angle of the prism. It deviates a ray of light through 40 degree for two angles of incidence which differ by 12 degree. Now, if you look, this side is refractive index mu1, this side is refractive index mu1, both are AR, so mu1 is equal to 1. Refractive index of the glass prism, I have taken it as mu2, I will take it as mu. Now, what is the refractive index of the glass prism under these two conditions? Under these three conditions. So, given A is equal to 60 degree, if you look at PQ is the incident ray, at this point it was supposed to travel in this direction, going from rarer to denser. This is the angle of incidence I1 in the rarer medium. It bends towards the normal, so this is your angle of refraction R1. Now at this point, this ray is incident from within the denser medium. It was supposed to travel in this direction, but going from denser to rarer, it bends away from the normal. So this angle is equal to your angle of emergence. I write it as E or I2. So here delta 1 will be I minus R1. Here delta 2 will be E minus R2. So that is the total deviation, and the total deviation I have shown here. This is the original direction of the ray. This is the final direction of the ray. So from the original direction, it has bent by this much. This is the total deviation delta. Since this angle is vertically opposite to this, so this is also delta, and delta will be delta 1 plus delta 2. It is given delta 1 plus delta 2 is 40 degree, and these two angles, this I1 and this I2, they differ by 12 degree. That is also given. Make it equation 1. We know for a glass prism, A plus delta is always I plus E. So I plus E is equal to A plus delta. A is given, delta is given, so together it comes out to be 100 degree. Now here I2 I will take it as E, and your I1 I will take it as I, just the symbol. So from here, for I write I1, for E I write I2, so both are 100, and here this is given I1 minus I2 is 12, and from here I1 plus I2 is 100, so I keep equation 1 here. I1 minus I2 is 12, so there are two equations, two variables, I1 and I2. So if I add these two equations, I2 cancel, so 2I1 is 112, so I1 is equal to 56 degree. It means this angle is found out. Now let me apply then Snell's law at point Q and point R. Here sin I1 over sin R1 will be mu2 over mu1, and here sin I2 over sin R2 will be mu2 over mu1. So at Q, sin I1 over sin R1 is mu2 over mu1, that is mu, since mu1 is 1. Similarly at R, sin I2 over sin R2 is mu2 over mu1, that is also same mu. This is the same mu. So this is equal to this. So sin I1, which I just calculated as 56 degree, put it here. Sin R1 I don't know. Now sin I2 is also calculated as 44 degrees, so I put it here, sin 44 over sin 60 minus R1. How R2 is equal to 60 minus R1 is visible from here, because R1 plus R2 is always equal to A, so R2 is equal to A minus R1. A is given as 60, 60 minus R1. So for R2 I substitute 60 minus R1. So this equation I am rewriting again. In the original video, the sound did not get recorded, so I am re-recording it and explaining with red ink. Don't look at this blue ink symbols. Now, so sin 60 minus R1 over sin R1 is sin 44 over sin 56. Put these two values in a scientific calculator to get as 0.6946 over 0.8290. That comes out to be nearly 0.84. Now expand this expression. Sin of A minus B is equal to sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So this will be divided by sin R1. This term will be also divided by sin R1. So when this is divided by sin R1 cancels here. When this is divided by sin R1, cos R1 over sin R1 is cot R1. So sin 60 times cot R1 minus cos 60 is equal to 0.84. Put the value of sin 60, cot to R1 remains same. Put the value of cos 60 is this much. Take root 3 by to the right hand side, minus 1 by to the right hand side, and simplify. You get cot R1 is equal to 1.547. Don't look at this line. So cot R1 can be written as 1 by tan R1, that is 1.547. So by cross multiplying this, we get tan R1 is 1 over 1.547. So your R1 will be tan inverse of 1 over 1.547. Put it in a scientific calculator and make sure your scientific calculator is in a degree mode, not in radian mode, so that you get the answer in degrees. So R1 is 32.8 degrees. Now if you apply Snell's law at Q means here sin I1 over sin R1 will be mu 2 over mu 1. So at Q, mu 2 over mu 1 is sin I1 over sin R1. I1 was calculated, R1 was also just calculated as 32.8. Put the value of in a scientific calculator, this in a scientific calculator, divide, it comes out to be 1.53. So that is all about. I hope the sound is this time audible. In the previous one it was not audible, so I have done it again for you. So let me check also. Thank you.